Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Angelowski, and I am the Business Development Director here at Hill+Knowlton Strategies. I would like to personally thank you all for making the time to be here today, especially our friends from the Women's Sports Foundation. We fully understand the busyness and the chaos that comes from running an influential foundation much like your own. So, to be courteous of your time, I would like to jump right in and talk a little bit about our history here at Hill+Knowlton, the success of our clients, and how we can take your organization to the next level using our depth of knowledge in this particular area. Hill+Knowlton was founded in 1927 by an all-around successful communicator, John Hill. Mr. Hill spent the first 18 years of his career working as a journalist. After experimenting in editing and financial columns, Hill moved to the riveting field of public relations and opened his own firm in Cleveland, Ohio. After teaming up with Donald Knowlton in 1933, eventually we here at Hill+Knowlton became one of the largest public relation firms in the world. In the past, we have been known for representing a multitude of steel manufacturers and tobacco companies. In fact, in 1953, Hill+Knowlton was responsible for designing and implementing the tobacco industry's strategy to counteract the scientific evidence which linked cigarette smoking to lung cancer. Many still well-known publications have came from this campaign, one being the booklet titled Smoke Without Fear. According to Businessweek, Hill+Knowlton helped to shape everything the tobacco industry has to offer yet today. With offices all over the United States as well as spread throughout Africa, Europe, the Middle East, and multiple parts of Asia, Hill+Knowlton is everywhere and constantly finding individuals passionate and knowledgeable about all the different sectors being addressed by Hill+Knowlton. Hill+Knowlton has experts in all areas across the board. These areas including education, energy, entertainment, finance, government, sports marketing, and travel, just to name a few. Some of the clients associated with Hill+Knowlton also include the American Heart Association, Arby's, Boeing, Copenhagen Climate Control, Kellogg's, Motorola, Reebok, and the Nuclear Energy Institute. Each client bringing their own goals, objectives, and values to the picture. With the opportunity comes the endless possibilities available to craft a dynamic public relations plan tailored to each individual brand and sector. I firmly believe that at Hill+Knowlton we are equipped with intelligent, professional, and dynamic thinkers. These people we have within our team make it not only possible but expected to keep up with the ever so constant array of changes that come within our field. Communication has changed since the early 1900s. I take that back. Communication has changed since yesterday. With this change comes new opportunities along with new challenges. Hill+Knowlton will not only clearly express what brands strive to do, as well as what these brands stand for. Our cutting-edge technology, mixed with our teammates from all over the globe, help us to ensure our relevance of the public sentiment remains relevant. To remain relevant and successful, at Hill+Knowlton, our approach ensures that our clients will receive a global reach, specified and focused on local knowledge. Data and insights are studied by an analytical team, and ideas and creatives are brought to life by the talent that comes from experts all across the globe. The integrated approach used at Hill+Knowlton promises each specific sector receives effective expertise as well as a beautiful combination of fresh thinking mixed with public relations fundamentals came up with by none other than Mr. John Hill himself. We here at Hill+Knowlton believe that there is no such thing as too much public relations expertise. In a field like public relations, we as practitioners get very comfortable with the idea of change. The field is constantly changing. In such a fast-paced environment, brands sometimes struggle to maintain their reputation, their values, and their credibility. Hill+Knowlton believes that without the credibility and the two-way public relations, already successful brands will lose traction amongst their competition. Thanks to the power of mobile and social media outlets, it has become increasingly easy for brands to exaggerate and boast. Consumers can and will easily see through this game, and the outcome is more often than not negative. Another idea that we believe is causing issues is the two-way public relations practice. However effective this can be for brands, it's not quite there yet in terms of maximizing its potential. Consumers communicating with brands has opened more doors than practitioners could have ever imagined possible, but if this communication is not implemented effectively, it could hurt so much more than it helps. Hill+Knowlton offers and excels in a three-tiered service system, starting with the consultation of the brand. At this level, our experts toss around ideas and insights, as well as publishing possibilities and different ways to measure the success of our programs. The second tier is the physical creation. In this tier, we develop the creatives behind each avenue and execute them in a way that our competitors just cannot keep up with. Lastly, our connecting tier. This tier is where we perfect our relevance approach and create our content and our publishing strategy. One example in particular that sticks out when I'm raving about the success, ideas, and fundamentals and brand loyalty that comes from working with Hill+Knowlton is the Adidas Valentine's Day ad from 2016. Adidas posted a simple image on Instagram that sparked a world of conversation, as any politically driven image might. Now, Adidas has been a long-time vocal supporter of the LGBT community, and with the image presented, stuck to their guns, despite the 245,000 likes and 139,000 comments that may or may not have been filled with positivity is irrelevant. And whether you agree or disagree with the message that Adidas is pushing is also irrelevant. In today's communication scene, finding a brand that is willing to stay true to their belief despite of turmoil and stay true to their values is a success in itself. And working with Hill+Knowlton, we strive to make sure our clients remain 100% true to their values. This proves Adidas' authenticity, credibility, and their desire to master the two-way communication. Now, Women's Sports Foundation. With the help of our team at Hill+Knowlton, we have the ability to take each and every opportunity that was found after thoroughly researching the history and the reputation and the analytics that come behind the Women's Sports Foundation. We see the future in a social media campaign to specifically upgrade your Instagram and your Twitter outlets by featuring young, active girls that work within the foundation and their stories. By engaging on these more specific platforms, more engaging and more effectively, we think you'll be able to reach an entirely new demographic of young girls, and the possibilities are endless. So, let me ask you, will you be willing to let us at Hill+Knowlton help to enhance and excite the future of your foundation? Let us help you develop a plan to be the best brand you can be while staying true to your values, your ideals, and your reputation. Thank you so much for your time.